Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to FS2024 and welcome to a more positive outlook on the sim. Today we're not going to focus so much on the negatives. We're going to look at some of the positives, and I think one of the areas where we can say Flight Sim excels is in your more rural environments, and that's what we're going to focus on today, our rural environments. So we have our beautiful air tractor here. We're going to do some ag spraying with it. We've got a few fields out to the west and one to the south that we can spray, and then we'll take a look also at some other areas in the US just for fun flying, not necessarily doing any work stuff. I've got a little bit of work to do. We've actually got to fill up the hopper on the ag tractor here, and then we'll get her up in the air and get started. So without further ado, let's begin. All right, nestled in and started. Let's go ahead and taxi out here. We have approximately 400 gallons of ag spray with us today. And power up. Roll the prop back just a little bit. Staying in the green arc. Really getting thrown around. And we're clear airborne. Get up and established, and then we'll start our spraying. We're going to start with this small field here, right next to where we just took off from, actually. All right, circling back in, power's on. And spray. We're a little bit outside of our right-hand side there. Yeah, we are. Surprisingly unforgiving for the amount of power this, I'm assuming, PT6 makes. She's groaning. And then do the headland on the south side of the field. And we'll swing back around and do the headland on the north side. If we've got it in there, I don't know if the ag tractor's got the turn performance. Oh, it does. Go. Some nice 2D compaction silos down there. Really bad frame drop. Behind the tree. All right, we'll call that good for field number 1. So that is ag spraying. Done roughly and shittily by myself. Your mileage may vary. Crap, these flaps take forever to transition. The triple bounce. Quadruple. Quintuple. Sextuple. We're up to 8 now. Octuple bounce. Could try the same thing in the Hilo. I'm sure it'll be just as easy. Yeah, it won't be. All right, rolling in the R66. We're just going to make up some fields here. I think I like that one down there. Just off behind us. Do this little guy here. Imagine with the R66 you're going to utilize rotor wash as well to help spread your ag liquid. Get out here and do the headlands first. You guys call them headlands in Italy? Oh, that's why we're in Sicily right now, by the way. I mean, I know obviously you wouldn't say the word headland, but is it considered the same thing? Alright, now we're going to get into a more aggressive, high-profile pattern. Almost smacked this tree on the way back down. Underspeed the rotor in the process. Really not the most ideal path to be taking along this hilltop here, but we'll make do with it and slam the helicopter into the ground in the process. I know. If you're wondering what that sound is, it is my low rotor RPM warning. I'd expect to get that warning whenever we have a high load condition, kind of like now. And to shut that up, we'll just back off the collective just a little bit. Big tree there. So you get the idea. 2 more passes here. Try to make this last pass. And we'll call that good. I will say, as much as I dislike the other helos in the sim, with the exception of the CH-47, the R66 flies so damn good. So good. Oh. Accidentally smacked my control sticks there. So. That is more ag spraying out of the way. We'll move on to our next activity, which is admittedly a little bit more boring. We're gonna go sightseeing. Where are we gonna go? Don't know. Haven't thought that far yet, but we'll get there when we get there. All right, welcome to somewhere in the Northern California / Southern Oregon area. Don't really know exactly where I plopped down, but we're gonna do some low-level flying today. And obviously we chose a STOL aircraft for it, should we find anything interesting in the process. So let's go ahead, get on board, and we'll get started here. All right, started up on the active T's and P's set. I actually don't know what my takeoff flaps are. Setting-wise, 3, 4. So we'll just go with the first one. Powering up. Brakes. Oh, big cross one I did not account for. It's okay, we're in the air. Flaps coming in. This is option 2 for you. Is just low-level flying. A nice slow aircraft. You could get this. You could get the powered parachute that they have also available. Holy smokes, 107 is like caution range for this aircraft. Expect something this slow of a max cruise to be a rocket ship off the ground, and this was not. Follow this roadway for a little bit. Low-level power lines, we'll dip below those. I believe I have all of my other terrain settings on high, if not ultra. So this is nearly as good as it's going to get. Probably not, you know, 4,000 or 5,000 series card perfect, but pretty good nonetheless. I will say this aircraft does climb pretty good. I think that propeller has a big hit, effect on overall performance. I mean, it's no Draco, but it's definitely doing pretty good. Oh, there's some houses down there. You see the houses? Ooh, some big rocks. That's probably not advisable to land on. I think we're going to try it anyway, though. Well, those are huge rocks. Maybe we shouldn't do this. Yeah, no. Mistakes were made. Press F to pay respects. You saw nothing. But, now that we're parked up, we could get out. What did I just do? Help. Oh, Christ. What did I just do? Oh. No, this isn't the walk-around mode. I activated the drone camera somehow? Out of here, dude. That's what I wanted. So now we can get out, walk around. Look at how close we got our tail to that boulder. I think this is where Flight Sim's gonna do best. Away from civilization and out in the open. Maybe this is Microsoft's long-winded way of telling us to all touch grass. Since we won't do it in real life, the only other option is to do it virtually. Alright, that's enough looking around at nature for me. I'm gonna slop through this stream here. Sightseeing. You get the idea. Let's move on to our next activity. Alright, next up on our list is a pretty straightforward one. We're off the western coast of Ireland, I believe, right now. And we're going to be flying from this singular oil derrick to any of the other ones, but we're going to fly to that one there because it's close by. And we saw footage of the AS350, just like we have here, doing a cargo transport. Again, it'll be in the campaign mode, but if you just want to do it for yourself, you can. All relatively straightforward stuff. So, straight and level flight from the oil derrick, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this whole 7 nautical mile flight. I will come back once we're a little bit closer. Alright, approaching our platform. You can see the helipad just off to the right. The nice flame as well from the burn off. Do one orbit around this processing plant. Will allow us to regain our altitude. We'll go to set down on that helipad. Come out right just a little bit. I thought, was the center, the processing center we just took off from, also called the Clear Ridge? I could have sworn it was. I could be mistaken though. Oh boy, these ocean force winds. I'm not playing very nicely with this. Down safely. So there is activity number, what are we on, 3, I believe? Then when you're done here, you can, I was going to say you can walk around the oil platform, but, oh yeah, you can, okay. So that's pretty neat. Walk around, explore. Not going to do that this time. Let's go look at flying ultralights between the British Isles next. And a very, very hearty good morning. The very far northern part of the UK. I'm not sure if this is part of Wales or not, but nice either way. You can see we've got a little bit of issues with some of the terrain mesh, but you've got a nice buoy down there, some really nice sea waves. Obviously, coastal ships, if we come down low here and slow it down. And what's going on there? I think that's supposed to be water, but it isn't. But this is a... What? What? Oh, come on!